So I wanted to use my camper and take a trip back to see my family in Alabama. I moved to Texas 2 years ago, and I try to get back fairly often, once every 4 to 6 weeks or so. But this summer, especially with the pandemic and everything that's going on, it allowed me to work remotely, but also to travel and try to do some things that I normally probably wouldn't be able to do, just for the need to go to work and to be out and about. So what I ended up doing was planning ahead and taking my camper and then asking someone to take my boat and then trying to make an adventure out of it, which you'll see in the following video. There's a lot that happened, a lot that kind of went wrong, a lot that went really, really well, so hope you enjoy it. So in planning this adventure, the first thing I had to do was to figure out how to get from point A to point B. That was fairly easy because I travel back often, and I usually take one of two routes. And so going from Missouri City, Texas, where I live, back to Vernon, Alabama, where my family is and where I'm from, there's only a couple ways that make sense to get there. So that was pretty easy to plan for. The second thing to plan for was how to get my gear from here, where I store it. I store the travel trailer south of where I live in a kind of remote area, so I had to get it and transport it to there, of course, but also I wanted to use my boat since I was going to be in the area for over 2 weeks, and I wanted to stay at a campground that was near the river. So a friend of mine was gracious enough to do me the favor to haul my boat from Livingston, Texas, where I keep it and store it and use it. He was gracious enough to swing through and pick it up at the storage area and then take it to Grenada, Mississippi. I then had to double back after I'd got my camper set up and arrived in Vernon, Alabama. I had to double back. Got my gear there, but then I was faced with the problem, okay, how do I get all this back home? So, as you'll see in the video, I ended up leaving my travel trailer at my parents' house, and I'll go back in probably a month or so to help my daughter move into her dorm for college, and then once I drive back, I'll bring it back with me from there. So quite an adventure. A lot of planning went into how to get there, and when I was there, a lot of unexpected things came up, that almost resulted in my bass boat sinking in the Tennessee Tom Higby River, which is I made a separate video for that, and kind of the problem solving that went into that and how to repair it and get it running again. I was able to spend over 2 weeks with my family and really had some good times. I was there for Father's Day and the 4th of July too. Got to see my extended family and really enjoy some time with them. So hope you enjoy the video.
Good morning.
Here we are again. We have the Springdale loaded up, hooked up, traveled a little bit yesterday, went 300 miles from Houston to Gonzales, Louisiana, which is where we are this morning. We're gonna finish the other leg of the journey today and go from Gonzales, Louisiana, up through Mississippi and then east into Alabama. It's about 300 miles from Houston to Gonzales and about another 300 miles from Gonzales to Vernon, Alabama. So this is almost exactly half. So it's a good stopping point. We're gonna get going here and put some miles behind us and get on the road. Stay tuned. Set up. Got here, tried to mooch dock off of power from my parents' shop next to their house, but that didn't work out. Something's wrong with the breaker. I was running the air in the trailer and the breaker kept flipping, so I got to figure that out tomorrow. So tonight I whipped out the handy dandy generator and got set up. But this is the setup here. Fixed up, leveled up as much as possible. Next door to my parents' shop, driveway, and next to their house. Total mooch. I know. Took advantage of it. Let's take a look on the inside. Coming into the main area of the trailer. Got a little bit bigger, maybe a left seat size couch. Folds down into a sleeping space. Be a good, probably a good space for a kid. Got a sink and propane cooktop and oven. Microwave. Storage up there. Storage down there. Basic RV type dinette. This lowers down, that slides over, and you can make another sleeping space out of this. Dometic RV refrigerator and freezer. Haven't used the freezer. Have used the refrigerator. It works okay. You gotta turn it on and let it get cool for like 4 or 5 hours. Bunks in the back. I usually don't use these unless my kids are when we take it to our hunting lease. Guy that's on the lease with me, he'll usually take the bottom bunk. Sink, vanity there, restroom, RV size shower. Not like at home, guys. Don't get a travel trailer thinking you're gonna take a shower like you do at home. Exhaust fan up there. I forget what they call this thing. Mighty fan, Wonder fan. These things are great. It helps pull steam, and if the trailer's really hot, I usually pop this thing up and cut the fan on, and it sucks out some of the hot air. It's great. This is the queen size bed. Storage on each side. There's a little bit of storage on top there. I don't hardly ever use that. I usually throw a couple of extra pillows up there, and that's kind of where they stay. Got clothes in that one and some other stuff in that one. I put another air conditioner in here because this wall doesn't really move air from that air conditioner as well as it should because this wall's in the way. But with this thing going and with it set, it gets frosty cold in here. Frosty cold. Not a bad little air conditioning unit, Coleman Mach. In the summertime, it is a chore to get it cool in here with just that. That's one of the reasons why I have that little doodad there. Decent sized TV. It came with a mounting bracket from the factory, which is pretty nice. Power antenna, plugs, and then a little USB deal. Funny story, when I first got this thing, I saw that it had this on the roof, which is like a power rotating antenna, and then there was that. I could not get the antenna to work for the first few times I took the camper out. Little did I realize there is a button right there. This button right here. Push that button, it turns on the power antenna, and voila, the antenna worked. Good morning. Got us a little coffee going. Coffee pot there. Our TV going, watching the news, seeing what's happening. Did some video editing last night on the Surface Pro. That was interesting. I use a Mac, but this is what I have with me, so I used it. Charged up my GoPro batteries for some videos today. It's a beautiful morning. We're about to head out here in just a few.